Good afternoon, peeps. Welcome back to my channel. My name is Miss Glamazon. And, well, what can I say? I haven't been on here for a while, so I've noticed I have a few new subscribers. Hi, guys. You're very welcome. I hope you'll stay and enjoy my content. And, share my videos. Maybe a few more of your friends might want to join the party. Right, this is a video. I have never actually done a video quite like this before in all my years on YouTube. It's a reaction video to a video that was put out by Lydia Millen the other day, in which she informed all of us folks on YouTube that follow her or watch her videos that she is selling her Hermes bags. In fact, her entire handbag collection, and will be leaving herself with one little mulberry handbag. I'm sure she'll have more than that. You don't go from being a collector as big as Lydia was. I mean, she had quite a few handbags. I think she said she had 75. But I mean, we compare Lydia to somebody like the very lovely, and I really do, she's lovely. She's a lovely girl. Living Looks with Meredith. Meredith has a great collection of handbags. I'm sorry, Lydia, but you can't hold a candle there, love. And you never could and you never will. But however, she was going on about selling her handbags. And at first I thought, is she taking the piss? Seriously? Is she really going to sell all them handbags? Because I remember watching her handbag collection videos, guys, right? I mean, she had some really good handbags. I mean, seriously. I mean, she had, I don't know if she must have sold now, a gorgeous mini Dior. Mini Lady Dior. Oh my God, it was in this pink shade, this nudie pink shade. Oh my God. I remember when she bought it, she went shopping with her friend Carrie. They went shopping to Harrods, and they went in and they were served by the girl in the Dior store, and she bought the handbag and she bought the little purse to go with it. And I was looking at that handbag and I was going, oh my God, I would so love that handbag. It was chef's kiss, guys. It was a gorgeous handbag. And I'm half devastated myself to hear she's selling it. Wow. I would never part with that if I had it. I would never part with that handbag if I had it. Now, as for the Hermes handbags that she has, she's a good collection of them now too. Never interested me, to be honest with you. If I never own a Kelly or a Birkin in this lifetime, I am not going to lose sleep over it at all, in any way, shape or form. Just, they're not a handbag really that if I wanted something like a Kelly, I'm sure I could find a good dupe somewhere. Phyllis bags or whatever, I'd find a dupe for it somewhere. They are a nice handbag, but no, they're not worth the money, in my opinion. I just wouldn't spend that kind of money on a handbag. It is kind of, oh, my dog is having a little rant out on the balcony at the birds. It's her usual 1 o'clock. That's Daisy. Yeah, I was kind of shocked, guys. I mean, at first I thought, no, she's taking the piss. This is clickbait. This video's going up so she can make a few bob on her channel. And then I thought to myself, well, Lydia's no shortage of money, guys. I mean, she's not exactly on the poverty line, you know. It's not like she's going around, she's well off. Her and her lovely husband, Ali, are very, very well off. They're not without a few bob, you know. Unlike myself, poor as a church mouse. But however, I said, is this a money thing? And then she gives her reasons for selling the bags. And, you know, I can actually go along with that. She's afraid to use them. I've got my little Fendi peekaboo there. Now, because it's not a really logo heavy handbag, I have it in the blush pink with the pistachio. It's a beauty. I would never part with that, even though I rarely use it. We're in Ireland here, lads, right? It pisses rain all the time, and that's Napa leather, and I'm just terrified of it getting absolutely stained and destroyed. But you know, I have it. It's out today. It's been used today. It's going to be used tomorrow. When I go to visit my sister. I'm determined I am going to use this handbag because it rarely sees the light of day. My Kate Spade ones seem to get the most use out of all the handbags I have, between my Kate Spade handbags and my Kate Spade SLGs. Well, that reminds me, I have to put up that video, don't I? Yes, my collection video. Right, anyway, moving swiftly along. She's afraid to use them. The only time she uses the handbags is when she's going into London, be it to a meeting or for a lunch or for whatever reason. Lydia's going to London and she will use one of her top of the range handbags, i.e. her Birkin, her Kelly or whatever, one of her Chanel's or Louis, whatever she has that she likes. She'll use one of the top designer bags and off to London she goes. And she's turning the bag the other way around. I mean, I've seen Sophie Sochet on her channel saying that she puts a jacket over hers to hide the labels. I mean, what's the point? I understand where she's coming from here. What is the point in having those designer bags if you can't use them? If you have to store them in a vault at another location and she'd have 2 in and 2 out, I mean, no. I have to say that would drive me absolutely batshit crazy. Really would. So I can understand where she's coming from there. And then she's at home in her house with her husband and her 2 little baby dogs and her chickens. I hope that chicken that's sick gets better. Poor little thing. But however, that was yesterday's video. However, folks, you're not going to be carrying a Birkin around the house, are you? And then the rest of the time she's looking after her horse. She's riding her horse, she's mucking out her horse, she's doing things around the house. She does do some campaigns for Fairfax and Favour and for Holland and Cooper. And she's designing a handbag with Fairfax and Favour presently. Which will, if it's a nice handbag, could be a good money spinner for her. Could make her a few bob, you know. A good few bob. Maybe I should hit Lydia up for a loan. Here, Lydia can have a loan, please. However, I'm only messing. But if I had the money, she has a couple of bags I would buy. But anyway, here I am reacting to her video. But, I mean, she wasn't boasting. She wasn't... To me, it sounded genuinely like the girl just does not use the bags. And when she was saying she was nervous about using them and she had them in a vault, I was thinking to myself, well, you know what? If that was me and I felt that way, I would probably sell the bags. Why not? Why not sell? If you're not going to use them, if they're just going to gather dust in a vault, wherever, or on a shelf, what is the point in having them? I have a collection of handbags myself, and I've got 4 that are going on up to Depop in the next couple of days that I'm getting rid of. 3 or 4. I've got a few up there already, but these are good handbags that I'm putting up. I'm putting up a couple of Tipperary crystal ones, and there's a Kate Spade. I just don't use it. It's a beautiful handbag, gorgeous colour, but it's just that little bit too big for me, for my frame. I just don't use it, and it's a beauty. So I'm hoping that somebody, when I put it up on Depop, will decide that they like it and want to buy it. And one never knows. One might find a new home for it. But it is a beautiful bag, and it is a shame I don't use it, but I just don't use it. I don't use my Fendi either, but I won't part with my Fendi. I really do love that handbag. It's absolutely gorgeous, guys. It's a fabulous handbag. In a little while, I'll show you it. But I can see where she's coming from. You know, if you don't use it, why have it? I mean, why hoard thousands of pounds that could be put to better use? Yeah. I don't think I would have that many of those Hermes bags. No, Lydia, I would effing sell them myself. And pocket that money into a savings account or invest it in something that you will use or that will be of, that has a purpose. Because clearly, if they're sitting on a shelf somewhere gathering dust, they have no use and no purpose, so why have them? All you're doing is, and by keeping them away from her house, she's dead right to do that. Because the burglars, people are being robbed left, right and centre. Even in Dublin now, which is relatively safe city, as Amelia Rose was saying in her reaction video to all this, to Lydia's, she's up in Dublin now, and the Hermes folks and the Louis Vuitton folks are putting their bags into white bags, and now the thieves know, there's something in that white bag. I mean, you can't win, bar you lose. You can't win, bar you lose. So the question is, are you a collector? I can see where Amelia Rose was coming from in her video too. I mean, I wouldn't part. There are certain bags in my collection I will never part with. My Fendi, my Kate Spade bags, of which I have a good few. But there's a good few that I would part with. I've got a couple of Guess handbags. I've got a Guess handbag in there that I will never part with. I have a Coach handbag in there that I would and will part with. I just haven't yet. But yeah, it's going. Oh, what the hell is that? Pillow. I have a pillow at my back. But however, lads, seriously, I fully understand where she's coming from. And you have to recognise the fact that she shows everything by the kitchen sink on the internet. Her entire life is on display there. And I am sure if any of us, well, I don't live in England and I never will, but if I did, I'm sure based on the information she's given us, we could probably find out where she lives. And if we can do that, the average thief or thieving gang that's going around stealing these bags wouldn't have much of a problem doing it. And she does not want to set herself, her husband and her fur babies and her chickens up as targets. And she's dead right. So yeah, I'm with Lydia on this. If they're not in use and you really are afraid to use them and you're not using them, then sell them. Pocket the money, put it in a savings account, use it to go on a world cruise, buy yourself a whole new wardrobe of Holland and Cooper coats, whatever. Spend it on a new car, whatever. That's what I would do if I felt the way she does. Definitely would. They would be long gone. And I don't think there's any ulterior motive there. That video would have got good views. Good on you, Lydia. Letting us know she's still. And it's also letting the thieves know that, hello, no point breaking into her house because she's gotten rid of all the shit. And as for her new handbag, oh yeah. I, for one, I've never really liked the Bayswater bags anyway, and I didn't give a shit what size they are. They were never really my cup of tea. I prefer the Mini Alexa, and that's a nice bag. But Mulberry's a good make. I go into Mulberry. I'll probably be in there tomorrow when I go to Kildare Village. If I go to Kildare Village, there's talk that we might be going that far. And if we are going that far, I will most certainly have a look around Mulberry because I really want to I love their stuff. And I'll be looking around Kate Spade because she's my favourite of all of them. Kate Spade, Fendi. And then the others can just follow suit. Oh yeah, they can all follow suit. I mean, I'd have a Kate Spade above Hermes. I'd have a Kate Spade above Louis Vuitton. A Dior, no, yeah, maybe. Yeah, above Dior, yeah. Fendi, that's a 50-50 job because I really do love that little Fendi bag and I only have the one. And, so that's just the way it is. Life is life. If it was me and I was in that situation, I would definitely be cutting the herd. I'd be moving the bags along. Good on you, Lydia. The best of luck. I hope when you update your Mulberry with a few more of them bags, try the Mini Alexa. It's a really pretty bag. Yeah, it's a very pretty bag. Anyway, that's it, my friends. That's all I have for you. I just really, when I watched this video and the one that was on last night, I said, I have got to say something. I didn't organise this or write notes. This is just, with my ADHD, I have no filter, no fuse, but certainly no filter. So it comes in here, comes out here, and I don't filter it and I don't give a frickin' frack who likes it or who doesn't. So that's about it, my friends. I hope you're all keeping well. If you haven't subscribed to my little channel here, please do so. It helps out a little small creator like myself who's just trying to grow our channel. Hasn't grown that much in the last, whatever number of years I've been on here, quite a few. If you go back on my channel, you'll see I'm here a long, long time. Oh, and I didn't show you guys. At least I showed them on TikTok, but didn't show you guys on YouTube. Yeah, I got, well, I wouldn't say I got scalped. It was down to here. I got a good chop-a-doodle-doo on my hair. I'm still keeping my blonde because I like my blonde. But yeah, just got it. I chopped a bit. I was trying to thicken it up, lads. It's gone very fierce thin since I lost the weight. And of course now that I will give a health update, not this video. This is not the video for that. But I just thought I'd show the new hair, give my opinion on Lydia's video and her decision, what I think about it. It's not my business. I wish her the very best. I hope she makes an absolute fortune when she sells the handbag. Sure, kiss alone while you're at it too now, Lydia. Send us over a few bob, will you, for folks' sake? Right, lads, that's it. Mwah. Love yous all. Toodle, babe.